Elizabeth Warren is among the many Democrats calling to end the Electoral College. During an event in Iowa recently, she was actually called out by a journalist. Washington Free Beacon reports, Warren pressed in Iowa on call to abolish Electoral College. Doesn't rural America get the shaft? Sen. Elizabeth Warren, D. Mass., was pressed by Iowa reporters Friday over her call to abolish the Electoral College, with one remarking it would give rural America the shaft. Trending, liberal Fox News personality Juan Williams worries Trump will refuse to leave office if he loses in 2020. Des Moines Register reporter Brianne Fanenstiel asked Warren whether her proposal would hurt small states like Iowa, which is frequently a battleground state. The winner of Iowa has won 6 out of the past 7 presidential elections, the exception being Al Gore in 2000. "No, this is not about states," Warren said. "This is about voters. It makes every voter important, including voters in Iowa, including voters in Mississippi, including voters in Massachusetts and California." Iowa press host David Yepsen also pressed Warren, saying rural America could get the shaft if she had her way. Wouldn't rural America just be overlooked? The founders set this up so that big colonies, like Massachusetts, weren't running over the little ones, Yepsen said. Doesn't rural America get the shaft? No one will ever see a presidential candidate if we get rid of the Electoral College. Warren said she didn't see it that way. "Look how much of America is rural, only right now it's all got state boundaries," she said. "And you look at every state, and in every single state, you've got a minority population. You have to get out and actually meet family farmers. You've got to meet people who live in small-town America and rural America." Watch the video. Warren just refuses to accept the reality that the Electoral College is there to protect everyone from mob rule. Mike Huckabee recently wrote about this at Fox News. Governor Mike Huckabee, "The Electoral College protects all Americans these days. Being progressive means, more than anything else, the urge to constantly look backwards, digging up every bad idea from the past, from socialism to anti-Semitism to non-PC Twitter jokes to measles." Sen. Elizabeth Warren, D. Mass., is the latest progressive to try to rerun Hillary Clinton's 2016 election campaign by calling for the elimination of the Electoral College. Many so-called progressives are still grumbling about Trump's presidency not being legitimate because he didn't win the popular vote, which is irrelevant. If it had been a popular vote election, both candidates would have run completely different campaigns aimed at turnout. They seem to have forgotten that Trump is actually the 5th president who took office without winning the popular vote. They say this is an affront to democracy, but America is not a pure democracy. The founders feared the tyranny of the majority and created a constitutional republic for good reason so that any candidate would have to win broad support across the nation, not just in a handful of heavily populated cities. Democrats are simply trying to change the rules to favor them.